welcome to my channel. My name is Paige. If you've never seen my face before, please consider subscribing before you leave. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. So today, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to do some summer simple. We're sticking with this simple thing because it's hot outside. We ain't got a whole lot of time. If you got kids, they're out for the summer and you're stressed to the max, but you still want to be cute but not take a whole lot of time trying to do so. So I got you. Even if you're not a mom, you're just a regular old gal. You just want some cute, simple hairstyles for this summer. This is the right place for you. The hairstyles I'm going to be sharing with you today, I think are pretty simple for just the average Joe or Joanna. So if you don't have like a whole lot of experience with hair, have no fear. I'm here to help you. Before we get started, all of these are heatless hairstyles. You do not need to do anything to your hair before we get started. And to make it even better, my hair has been washed. This is about a week now, so this is about a week's worth of nasty dirtiness. I am currently pregnant, so my hair is being really forgiving at this moment. It definitely wasn't at the beginning, but it is being a little bit more forgiving. So maybe you're going to need a little dry shampoo, but I feel like these hairstyles work a little bit better on somewhat dirty hair. I'm not saying by any means to let your head like a grease pot and try to do it on that, because sis, it's not gonna be cute. But if you got a little bit of dirt going on, work with it. That's gonna give your hair a little bit more texture and hold, so that it will hold these styles a lot better. But if your hair is a little on the cleaner side and you wanna dirty it up a smidge just to add in some kind of product, you always can go with dry shampoo. This will be your best friend. Before I get started with any of these, I'm just gonna give me a little bit up here, because I do have a little bit of some oily spots up here towards the front, but we're not going to do a whole lot, just a smidge. A little tip for those of you that are a little scared of the dry shampoo and you don't really know what to do with it. My favorite way, if I know my hair is getting to be oily, the night before I will spray it down with dry shampoo, massage it in and pull it back, and then the next day it's really absorbed all of that oil, so it doesn't leave that harsh residue. Like, as you can see, especially with darker hair, it's going to leave a white cast for the most part. You can definitely work that in, use a blow dryer, use a brush, but my tip for today is to put it in the night before. Okay, I got all that dry shampoo worked in. Let's start with the first style. So the first look is going to be a low space bun. I think this is super cute, and it's really cute on different hair lengths. So whether your hair is short, medium, long, sis, this is gonna work for you. So we're gonna start with parting our hair, and you can part it pretty much anywhere you want to in the front. If you have more of a deeper part, go ahead and start over there, but we're gonna make sure we bring it towards the center so that when we get back here to the back, we have more even sections of hair. I just have a middle part going down the back of the center of my head. This does not have to be precise, so don't stress if you have a crooked line going on. It'll be totally fine. Starting here in the front, we are just gonna take a little bit of this section of hair, and like I said, this does not have to be precise, so we're just going to start twisting, and we're going to add in hair as we twist to go backwards. So we have this nice little twist here. If you want, you can pull out some hair if that's what you like, and grabbing a little itty bitty elastic tie here, we're just going to twist that and secure that twist down. So now we have a little twisted pigtail, and we're going to do the same on this side. So at this point, this is what it should look like. Just two twists going back. Now, if you want to take an extra step and secure these twists down, you definitely can. All you will need to do is just add a few bobby pins in places that feel a little on the loose side. You definitely don't want to lose your style as the day goes on. So just kind of place them wherever you want, but you don't have to do that. That's just an added step for security. You could always stop right here. I think this is pretty cute, but we got to get that space bun look going on. We're going to get another hair tie in our hand, flip this hair over, so overlapping that other hair tie that we've already placed there. Just gonna wrap that one around twice. We don't want it too terribly tight, and we're going to pull this out and just place it until we kind of like the way that it looks. So we got one down, one to go. Now, you can take the extra step and secure them down. You can just place them wherever you see fit. I personally like the open bobby pins because I feel as if I can just work with them a little bit better. And I sort of feed them in and place the hair where I want it to live and stay. So as you can see, this one is placed up off of my neck so that if it's hot outside and I'm sweating and I want to get my hair off of my neck, that's a good option. Or if you just want to leave them kind of hanging without securing them up with a bobby pin, then this is what you'll be left with. So it just depends on which one you prefer. And that is it for look number 1. This next look, we are going to be integrating a scarf, which I think is super cute, especially for this time of year. It's the perfect accessory. It gives a little pop of color to your hair, or maybe to your wardrobe, but it's not very heavy, so it's not going to add like an additional layer or something that's going to keep you hot during the summer. But just a little added bonus. This one is going to fall on your neckline, but it will be pulled out of your face. And obviously you can decide to leave as much hair or no hair and down in the front. Depends on your preference. I'm actually going to leave just a little bit down here in the front. Now if you wanted to, you could definitely add a little bit more curl to this, but I decided to let these go heatless, so we won't be doing that for this. Taking a small little hair tie, just going to tie that around once or twice. All depends on how thick your hair is. If your hair is really thick, just do it one time. You won't need it to be really tight. So now that we have this low ponytail in the center of our head, we're just gonna part it down the middle and take the little tail right here and flip it into itself and pull it tight. Now you can just pull out those pieces and kind of place them the way that you would like it. But once again, this is just an effortless, kind of messy style, so it really doesn't matter as far as it being really precise. Now we're going to take our bandana or scarf or whatever you're using for this. You don't have to use one for this, but like I said, it's just an added little accessory. We're going to take this scarf and tie it at the base of that hair tie so that it covers up everything. Now that our scarf is secure, we're just going to feed it into a normal braid. We're just going to feed this scarf into a braid, so we're going to use these tails as if they were strands of hair. Now that we are at the end and I have this little piece of hair sticking out, I'm just gonna pull it over, just gonna pull it out of the way, making sure that it's secure, but I'm going to tie these two tails of scarf that we have left over. Just tying those into a knot and pulling on it. That will help it to stay in place so that our hair doesn't come undone. And it gives it a nice little finish. Now to really finish off the look, if you want it to be more tousled, once again, you could pull out some more hairs. You could just sort of rough this up a little bit and place it, maybe pull some hairs out down here. Give them a little twist with your finger to make it look a little more lived in, because that's super trendy right now. It's kind of like that messy look. And there you go for look number 2. Time for look number 3. Now this one is going to be more so out of your face, off of your neck, trying to keep you cool, but has a lot more detail and texture to it. At least that's what it looks like. Looks may be deceiving, folks. That's the kind of looks that I like going for, that look harder than what they actually are. So getting started with this one, you definitely can play around with the front of your hair. Never feel like you have to be tied down to the way the hair looks in the front, where you have to have a certain part in a certain direction. You definitely don't. So this one is another one of those that is totally up for preference, no matter where you part your hair. So I obviously like this deep part over here, and we're just gonna stick with that. So we're gonna take all of this hair and get it out of our face. And we're going to just separate it into 3 messy sections in the back. The messier, the better, because it's going to hide any lines and parts in your hair, and that's not going to be cute towards the end. So I'm just going to take it in roughly 3 sections. We got one here, and then one back here in the back. Now taking our hair ties, we're just going to secure each of the sections off. Now that we have our 3 sections, you can go ahead and pull out any hair that you want to frame your face. Obviously, these are summer friendly styles, so if you don't want to pull out any hair and you want to get everything off of your face, I would recommend leaving it all pulled back. But I do like that it's a little bit of a messy look, obviously, if you can't tell by now. So I will pull some hairs out, and I'll kind of pull and tug on this just to make sure it looks the way that I want it and I don't like it stuck down to my scalp. So now that we got our 3 sections, as you can see, we're gonna take each one of these sections and just braid them off into plait braids and finish each of those braided sections with another hair tie at the end to make sure that they are secure. Make sure that all 3 braids are directed back when you're braiding. Don't pull them forward and braid them and then throw them back, because you want them all to stay back there and you don't want any weird lumps and bumps back there. So make sure you're directing everything towards the back. I know that can kind of be a pain to your arms and neck, but it will be worth it in the end. As you could tell, I wasn't trying to be like all precise. That's the beauty of these styles. You don't have to be precise about anything. But now you can take them and kind of sandwich them out, fatten the braid up a little bit, make them a little more messier than what they already were. If your hair is short like mine, that won't be too hard to do. The secret to this style are bobby pins. Like I mentioned, I prefer the open ones because I feel like I can just do a little bit more. And I feel like I can hide these in my hair a lot easier than I can the normal flat bobby pins, so I would recommend these. Here is where the fun happens. So now we're going to take each of these 3 sections and we're going to tuck these tails down into themselves and roll it up to the base of your head. Taking a bobby pin, we're gonna go in and secure that down and pull it out at the base to give it a little bit more fullness. And use as many bobby pins necessary until it feels secure. If it feels like it's gonna fall off the back of your head at any given moment, make sure to add a little bit more. Now to make it a smidge more uniform, you can bring the sections together a little bit just by grabbing a couple little strands of hair, taking another little hairpin and pinning them together so that it doesn't look like 3 separate sections. And there you have look number 3. For the 4th and final look, we're going to be incorporating another scarf, but as you can see, this one is a whole lot bigger than the first one, so the length of this one is going to be very necessary. I will have all the accessories and stuff that I use down below in the description box so that you can easily find them to recreate these looks at home. Getting started, we're just going to toss our hair back, take our scarf, and I just sort of folded it up on itself. And we're gonna take that and put it at the nape of our neck and bring it evenly towards the front. This is the time that if you want any hair left out, you'll go ahead and pull that out here in the front so that you won't be trying to pull it out later. We're just gonna take these 2 tails right here and twist them over. We are not going to knot them, just twist it, just so that it is secure on the top of our head there. And now this leaves us with 2 tails. How cute am I? Now we're just gonna take our hair and split it down the middle using one of our handy dandy hair ties. Just going to secure the tail and our hair over to the side, giving us this cute little pony, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. Now before I start twisting and doing all the things and making this an actual style, we're just going to make sure that the front of our hair looks the way that we want it. So if we need to pull out any more hairs or hide our ears, because I kind of don't like when my ears are just all out waving at people, so this is when I'll just like pull some hair down from that scarf just to make it look a little bit more, you know, the way that I want it. Now depending on your preference, you could just take and twist the scarf and your hair all together like so, or if you wanted, you could braid it just like we did in the other tutorial and secure it off at the base. Now that we got our cute little tails done, we're gonna take them and attach them to the other side. And I know that kind of sounds a little confusing, so I'm gonna show you. Taking this piece from our left side, just gonna drape it over across the back and hook it right there above that other pony. And we're gonna take this other side here, do the same thing, cross it over and attach it right above that ponytail. And then just tuck those little tails in wherever you feel like they need to go. But there you have another really cute updo that has a scarf accessory. I hope those looks were simple enough for you guys to try out this summer. If you do, please make sure to take a picture of yourself, tag me on Instagram. I would absolutely love to see your rendition of these cute summer friendly hairstyles. So please make sure to give me a tag. My Instagram is always linked down below so that you can easily find me on there. If you did enjoy this, like I said, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed yet for future content, make sure to do so. And that is all for today's video. I will see y'all in the next one. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, y'all. Bye.